If we haven't had the chance to meet, my name is MK, and I'm so grateful to be here today as we celebrate Krysta and Alberto. And I'm no longer going to look at you. I first met Krysta back when I was in college, and she was one of my dance students at Academy for the Performing Arts. Fast forward over 10 years later, and now we get to work alongside each other each and every day at APA. Dance has always been a central part of both of our lives, and I'm so thankful to have found such an incredible, lifelong friend through the studio. Krysta, you have the kindest, most genuine soul, and you are such a positive light for everyone around you. I'm so lucky to have you in my life, and I'm forever grateful for our friendship. From our many, many nights at Music Bingo, to movie nights and eating chips and queso for dinner. It counts as a meal. I'm so very excited for all that is to come as you enter this next chapter.
Or at least one.
Now on to Alberto. When Alberto and I first met, we had already heard so much about each other through Krysta that it was like we'd already known each other for years. Immediately, we started a group chat that is lovingly titled BFFs and Krysta. You are such a wonderful compliment to Krysta in so many ways. I love seeing how you support and lift her up constantly, and how you love her unconditionally. And don't worry, we'll forgive you for your unfortunate choice in sports team.
Go back!
Good beat, Clemson today.
That backfired.
When planning for the proposal, Alberto spent months carefully planning every detail. When the day came, my phone rang, which I thought was Krysta calling me to tell me the happy news. I then spent the next hour completely lying to Krysta over the phone as she was starting to put all the pieces together. My favorite moment was when Krysta stepped out of the car to head to her proposal that the first words out of her mouth were, in fact, MK, you witch. While I'm sorry to have had to lie to you, it all worked out in the end, because now here we all are celebrating today. My wish for you is this: never stop dating, take breaks as often as you can, take in the small moments, and celebrate one another as you are on the day of your wedding each and every day. I'm so happy for both of you, and I can't wait for all of the adventures to come. Now, let's do this. Krysta, can you please place your hand on the table? You might have to move your plates up.
You mean all the melted ice cream?
All the melted ice cream, yes. Okay. All right. Now, Alberto, place your hand on top of Krysta's. Great. Now, Krysta, I want you to look deep into Alberto's eyes and tell him, I love you. Now, Alberto, look deep into Krysta's eyes and tell her, I love you. Now, Alberto, I want you to savor this moment because, ladies and gentlemen, we have all just witnessed the very last time that this newly married man will ever have the upper hand or the last word. Cheers to the many years ahead. I love you both so much.
Everyone, I think I'm up next.
I'm here.
For those of you I have not met, my name is Lindsay. Krysta and I met during our lovely awkward middle school days, and right away I realized we were the same brand of weird. We went from complete strangers to inseparable essentially overnight. And now I consider Krysta the sister I always wanted, and more often than not, I find my parents hanging out with Jimmy and Karen. They're Wonder Twins. I absolutely love the found family that I have in the birds, and I am so happy to be adding Alberto to that today. I still remember when I met Alberto for the first time as Krysta's boyfriend, and I thought, you know, this one's a little different.
Caliente.
Well, the statement still holds true today. Krysta and Alberto are such opposites, but they complement each other absolutely well and bring out the best parts in each other from everything I've seen. I know that my girl's in good hands, and I thank you for that. And she's got the perfect person to keep it spooky with, to feed her book addiction, to nerd out with, and to argue all the little things with. And I could not be more happy about it. So when life is full of happy moments and joy like we've seen today, I know that in the difficult ones, you'll be able to be each other's rock and support, and it's just who you both are. Throughout the time I've known you both, it's obvious to see the love between you, not only for each other, but for everyone you count as friends and family, and I'm sure everyone in this room can agree. So here is to one hell of a couple, and the rest of your lives as husband and wife, and I love you both very much.
So the tears and most of that.
My mirror.
Yep.
Great job, ladies. So, first off, I just want to say, over the past couple of weeks, I've seen all the work and the stress that's been going on with the couple behind the scenes, and I think that we can all agree that the whole wedding has turned out to be very beautiful, and well done to both of you for planning and all the family members involved and the planners. I think we all know it's been a beautiful event. So, Krysta, you look absolutely stunning, and Alberto is a very lucky man. And a big part of that I know is because he's found someone that will put up with his Lego addiction. So those of you who don't know me, I'm Nick Hill. Alberto and I met our junior year of college, the second half of our junior year. We actually met through a mutual friend out at a St. Patty's Day bar crawl, and I remember running into him, and I was like, I remember this guy from running for student body president and stuff, so we went and talked to him. I was like, oh, he's a pretty cool guy. I feel like we headed off, and then a couple months later, we went out for Cinco de Mayo, and I think we talked about this, we both agreed, like, by the end of the night, we just couldn't stand each other. I was like, man, I can't stand that guy. So leaning forward, senior year, we were coming back from a football game. We're all just chilling out at the apartment, and Alberto and I got into this really deep conversation. We just started talking about like all the different aspects of life, and we were getting ready to go out again. We're like, hey, hold on, we got to finish our conversation. And ever since then, we just became super close friends, and we talk just about every week. And over the years, we've really just grown together and helped to lift each other up and just help navigate all the challenges of life, going through school and, just going through jobs and stuff. But for those, I'm sure many of you know, during the pandemic, Alberto had to move out to Oklahoma, and he had been seeing Krysta at the time, and I remember him telling me about Krysta. He was like, hey, I met this girl. I've known this girl, for many years through school and stuff, and like, I feel like there's an opportunity that all these years, like, just hasn't been a good opportunity to make something happen. And I remember the first night they went out and stuff, and he came back and he was like, man, it went so well. And that was really the theme of conversations most of the time. When Alberto was out in Oklahoma, I really saw how much he loved Krysta. Just the way that he talked about her, and it was like everything that he was thinking about, future-wise and goal-wise, it was always Krysta in the middle of it. And I remember him telling me, so I think that I got to move back to North Carolina because I think that that this is the one, and I see why. Because Krysta, you're a wonderful person, you're a beautiful soul. You guys are electric when you're together. You just light up the room, and the way that you treat your friends, and you're so close with your family, it's really something special. And I feel very grateful to have grown a friendship with both of you over the years, and it's very happy to see you guys finally come together in this wonderful moment. So, congratulations to both of you, and I know everyone here agrees. We all wish you many happy years. So, congratulations.
Here we go.
Mic check. Mic.
Good.
Hello, everybody. It's Jimmy Bird again. I'm the father of the bride. I must say, the most beautiful Miss Bride I've ever seen. Krysta, you're my baby girl, my little dancing queen. You're my heart. I'm so very proud of the woman that you have become. You inspire me. You amaze me. You're kind-hearted and sweet. And you can still be a badass, and I like that. You're honest and trustworthy, and you're loving to everyone you meet. I love that about you. I love the way kids adore you. You have a gift when it comes to children. I mean, you do. It's a special gift. She's like the Pied Piper when it comes to kids, man. They just love her. They just love her. But it's been an honor and a privilege watching you grow up and being a part of it. And I thank God for that blessing every single day. I love you, baby girl. I love you with all my heart, and I will be there with you as long as I can draw a breath. I'll be there no matter what. Okay? I love you too. You know, raising girls is scary, folks. And all the guys in the room, I'm going to tell you straight up, it's scary. This sweet little thing right here, yes, she can be scary. Alberto, if you haven't seen it, you will. You will. Let me tell y'all a little story. All right, picture 5-year-old Krysta. And we're in Walmart at Christmas time. Well, Kmart, Walmart, it's a mart. And and she asked me for a toy, and I just told her no. She's probably getting it for Christmas anyway. I'm like, no, baby, you can't have it. But daddy. I'm like, no. Well, let me tell you what happened next. She puts her hand on her hip and she marches to the end of the aisle. She spins around and looks at me and says, well, all I want for Christmas is a new daddy. But hey, this was a teaching moment. She taught me not to tell her no anymore. And I haven't, and it's worked great for me so far. So Alberto, don't tell her no, she don't like it. Okay?
She wanted you to
Exactly. And Alberto, I just want to say we are so happy to welcome you to our family, officially. But hey, truth is, son, you've been a part of our family for a long time. Long time. These guys have been friends for, God, a decade. Yeah, literally a decade. All through high school. And, they went to the prom together, y'all. In the same car, but with different dates. Yeah. So, all through high school, all through college, she would talk to Alberto about guys she was dating, and he would talk to Krysta about girls that he was dating. And, it just, so, Krysta would come home from college, and I'm thinking, okay, I get to spend the weekend with my daughter. No, I'm going to NC State. I got to go to a frat party and hang out with Alberto. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, anyway, okay, funny story. So Krysta graduates from college, and we throw this big college, graduation party at our house, invite a bunch of friends and family and everybody over, and of course Alberto was invited because he's like one of her best friends, And throughout the party, of course, alcohol was consumed. That's a surprise, right? But family usually would say, "Hey, is Alberto and Krysta, are they like dating?" I'm like, No, they're just friends. Just friends. They've been friends forever. Tight. And later on, I'll be answering the same question. I answered this question 5 or 6 times that night. And then, after a lot more alcohol was consumed, and at the end of the night, they were on the front porch with their tongues down each other's throat. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that ship has sailed. So I guess they're more than friends now. But hey, and my wife can attest to this. It is a great thing. It's a great thing when you find that one special person that you can spend the rest of your life annoying the crap out of. Ain't that right, baby? That's right. And then my wife and I, we've been married for almost 40 years. Been together almost 43 years. But life is kind of like a roller coaster in the dark. There's highs and lows. It goes fast, it goes slow. There's twists and turns, and you never know what's coming next. So it's great when you find that one special person that you can take that ride with, that's someone you just truly trust and love with all your heart. Alberto, I found mine. I'm glad you found yours. So I want you to thank God for the blessings that's been given to you. Now, it's time for a toast. My daughter does not like champagne, apparently, but she loves tequila. So, everybody's got tequila on their table. There's salt and lime if you need training wheels. And by the way, the tequila is called El Jimador. That's what I call it anyway. So everybody get your glasses, get your bottles, get you ready. You got yours?
Jimmy, where's yours?
I gotta have it right here.
Almost in the
Up
middle.
top. All right, everybody raise your bottle, your glass, whatever you got. Krysta, Alberto, here's to a marriage filled with unconditional love, mutual respect, and laughter that never ends.
Oh boy.
That's pretty good.
Again, thank you all. Thank you all.
That's good. That's good. Oh, that's going to make my clothes come. That's pretty good. I'm sorry.
Now?
No, not now. I'm giving you warning. I was waiting for it to bite and it never really did.
Whoa, that was awesome.
Did it do okay?
That was nice. Oh my God.
Hey, good job. Now you can fix it. It's not. Uncle Kevin, you gonna give a speech? No, that's a big shoes to follow.
Okay. How was the
Hey, hey,
tequila?
hey, hey.
Yes? Yes to tequila? Yes. So,
I've spent my life raising a competition dancer that became a dance major and is now a dance director for the best studio on the planet. So needless to say, dance has been probably the hugest part of our life and our budget, thanks Hillary. I would have a way bigger house, I'm just saying. So getting to introduce the couple's first dance as husband and wife is an honor and a privilege, and it means so much to me. It's no secret to anyone that knows me or follows me on any social media that Krysta is my whole heart. She is my best friend, she's my muse, and she is and will always be my baby girl. On the day she was born, I started praying for the man she would one day marry. Not a perfect guy, but the guy that was perfect just for her. When she started dating her goofy, somewhat nerdy, but oh so polite high school best friend, it was the most unlikely thing I could have ever imagined in all of my life. But their individual weirds just fit together and somehow seemed to work. Family things are never boring, y'all. Alberto treats her with unconditional love and respect, just like I prayed for all those years. He's kind and loving, and he is so good to my little girl. He's the guy God made perfectly for her. As we've been preparing for this special day, I couldn't help but reminisce of mine and Jimmy's special day. At our wedding, my very special Aunt Marty sang the song, "Could I Have This Dance for the Rest of My Life?" in our ceremony. That was a few months shy of 40 years ago. And that's what I wish for y'all. As you come up to dance for the first time as husband and wife, cherish and embrace what makes your love unique and so special, and dance together for the rest of your lives. I love you both beyond your wildest imagination. And I'd like to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Quiroga dancing together for the first of many, many times.
That you never give
Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Hillary, and I have had the pleasure of knowing the Birds for almost 2 decades now, which is crazy. Starting first as Krysta's dance teacher. I don't know if you heard, but we've got some dance teachers here. And now, more recently, as her friend and her boss, which is awesome and also crazy. So, I don't know if you all know how dance studios work, but basically, once they start the competition dance that costs so much money, they kind of live at the studio, and they're oftentimes there more than they are at home. So we all take our job very seriously in helping raise these girls into becoming the awesome humans that they are today. But I started to think back, and I wonder if all of that was actually despite my help, because I was directly responsible for Krysta accidentally doing a striptease for her 2nd grade talent show. She'll tell you that story later. And then also responsible for the cops being called for indecent exposure while we were taking senior pictures. Because we were taking her senior pictures and her costume looked a little bit too much like lingerie. And Karen was like, "Do you know who my husband is?" She didn't go to jail. It was all good. But I think I do redeem myself because I'm also responsible for a little something we call the daddy-daughter dance. And every year, dads pay good money to be humiliated on stage, all to just spend a little quality time with their little girls. And year after year, Jimmy was first to sign up and willing to do anything, including the year that I made them drop their pants to show branded boxer shorts. And so I always say at the recital that the show is great, but what happens, like where the magic really happens, is in the classroom when they're rehearsing and they're giggling together and they're trying to figure out who's going to pick up who, and it's just so beautiful. And that all came full circle this past week when Jimmy showed up at the studio to rehearse one last time before their big day.
Aww.
Jimmy, this is what you've been training for. You've been training for 15 years, and now that everyone knows that, the expectations are high.
Let's go, Jimmy!
Jimmy and Krysta, as they perform the most important daddy-daughter dance ever.
Gotta hold on easy as I let you go. Don't I tell you how much I love you? Don't you think you already know? I remember I
Johnson, but a few people in this room know me as Mo number 2. And there's a little story I'd like to tell about that. Cello Quiroga has been my best friend for 30 years. And as a best friend, we have shared everything with each other. She's helped me do a lot of things like cooking, because that's not my expertise. And one of the things that we did together was make Christmas cookies. And there is a special recipe that my mother had. The cookies really didn't have a name. We just called them little round cookies. And so it was the kind of recipe that it took a lot of time and effort to make. So you could never do it by yourself. And Shella would come over and help me make those little round cookies for Christmas. And one year, I said, you know, it's just gonna be the 2 of us. It's gonna be an all-night thing. Can you come over and help me make these cookies? She said, yeah. She came over, and her husband, Roy, would call like a couple times in the night. Are you coming home yet? And she said, no, we're not done yet. So we finished probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. She went home. The next afternoon, she calls me. Kathy, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? She said, I think I'm pregnant. I said, Cello, what do you mean? You think you're pregnant? Those little round cookies did me in. My husband missed me. And when I got home, I think I'm pregnant. And I'm like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Well, wouldn't you know, 9 months later, Alberto. Alberto, I knew you before you were even like just a little minute. I was there the day you were born, and I have been there almost every step of the way since then. When your mother couldn't be there to join on special occasions because she was in Mexico when you were here, it was the greatest honor I had to step in and be your Mo number 2. And I have enjoyed every step of the way, from watching you grow to a little boy who wanted to be president of the United States, who would memorize the Constitution so that you could be quizzed by my husband about what amendment was what. I have loved seeing you grow into the wonderful man you are today. You've touched my heart in so many ways, and it is such a great honor to be here tonight to watch you and Krysta start your life together. The only thing I'm going to warn you, Krysta, is if his mother asks you to make little round cookies, look out. It was with a great deal of honor and pleasure that I invite my best friend Cello to come up and dance this song with her son, and my son number 3, A Mother's Song.